Is up, everybody? Welcome back to another car vlog. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about what my buddy Dan was talking about, how somebody was literally just crapping all over his Suzuki Bandit motorcycle, and they basically told him, yo, why don't you just get a real bike? The bike that you're riding is not a real bike. And more than likely, the people that comment shit like that, either they do not ride themselves, or they're so loyal to a brand that they cannot see outside the box. It's so dumb to tell somebody, get a real bike, because the bike you're riding isn't real. A lot of times people who say shit like that don't even ride themselves. They can't even afford a bike, or they're like a cruiser guy, and you think, well, cruisers are badasses because you wear the leather vest, and then you wear like a half helmet, or you wear no helmet at all, and you think you're a tough guy on one of these stupid ass cruiser bikes. Okay, I don't have anything against anybody who rides anything, okay? If you want to ride a cruiser bike, okay, cool. If you want to ride a like a Vespa GTS 300, cool. I'm not saying one guy is a loser or one bike is better than the other, because to be honest, it's the same thing when it comes to the car culture. Some people love those imported cars like a Acura Integra Type R, or a Nissan 350Z, or a Nissan 240SX, or people like the Skylines. And then there's other people that will only go for the muscle cars, for the Dodge Chargers, Dodge Challengers, the Ford Mustangs. And then you got the truck guys that will like the Ford Raptors, Ford Mustang, the Ford Raptors, the F-150s. They love those kind of things. So it comes down to personal preference, what you like and what you don't like. Because everybody's going to go, if you have like an imported car, some people will say, well, that's dumb. Why would you have a tricked out Honda when you can get like a 500 horsepower Dodge Charger that is stock from the factory that will blow the water off of that Honda Civic? It doesn't mean that Honda Civic sucks. It just means that's what you like, and that other car that the other person has is what they like. Same thing with the cruiser bike. Sometimes people get it because it's a status quote. You get it because it's so expensive. It's like getting a Ducati. Those are outrageously priced, and most people cannot afford a Ducati or afford a Harley. Or people just don't like those cruiser bikes that can do 100 miles per hour. Some people don't like those. But I think the people that do get them are the people who really want a road trip, and they want to travel, and they just want to get in a bike and they want to cruise, and that's all they're there for, is just cruising around. It's just like everybody knows me when it comes to motorcycles and stuff. I've always been fascinated with like scooters, and like the Yamaha Zuma. I'm a big fan of that bike, just because there's so much you could do to it, like tricking it out wise. There's so much modifications that you can do with that little 50cc scooter, or that 125, that there's just like that huge aftermarket culture for that bike. And I've always told people, and I will continuously say this till the day I die, it doesn't matter what you drive, you're still a biker or someone having fun on a two-wheel vehicle. It does not matter if it's a scooter, if it's a Vespa. It doesn't matter if it's a Suzuki Berkman 650. It does not matter. A Suzuki Berkman 650, I think, would be considered a touring scooter, like you would have like on a cruiser. I think it's like a cruiser kind of version of a scooter, right? But scooters aren't for everybody. So when it comes down to that dude in the comment section saying, oh, my buddy's bike is not a real bike, and basically it's probably something garbage, like, oh, get a real bike. And then there's what's his name, Snowcat, here on YouTube. I think it's his YouTube username. And somebody told him the same thing on the highway one day. They yell out, get a real bike, because he drives a KTM Super Duke, and they were like, get a real bike. And basically the guy was referring to get a cruiser, wear no helmet, and wear a leather vest, and wear some sunglasses, and then you're a badass. Because a lot of those cruiser guys They don't mask up with the helmet on. They don't wear any gear. They wear some boots, a leather vest, and like a do-rag. And I'm like, dude, that ain't gonna save you when you bump your head off the concrete. But I just love how YouTube has all these haters. Like it's the only platform like that I've ever been on in my life that has haters. Okay, you go on Instagram. You don't see anybody on Instagram bashing people. You don't see that on Facebook or Twitter, really, or Vimeo videos. You don't see that. It's just YouTube. These people who bash you about stuff. Oh, your bike ain't real. Your car's not fast. Like, I used to get hate all the time because I used to drive a Toyota Celica GTS, and they were like, oh, you're a ricer. You're a ricer. Get a real car. And all the time they would say get a real car, it was always like a Ford Mustang or something like that. And I was always like, dude, I'm not a Ford Mustang kind of guy. I don't like Ford Mustangs. They don't appeal to me. I don't like Ford, period. I'm not a Ford fan, and every Ford that my family's ever owned has fucking fell apart. And I know people personally with Ford pickup trucks, and they always are like, yeah, I'm putting in work, I'm working on them. And I'm like, I'm not the kind of guy who's mechanically inclined, and I don't want to just focus on working on a bike or working on a car all my life just to keep the motherfucker on the road. I would want it to work because it's working. And that's why I always say when you're going to get something, get the Japanese counterparts, get the Hondas, get the Toyotas, get the Suzukis, get the Yamahas. And that's why I'm looking at a Yamaha Zuma 50 right now, because that's what I want. And I have the money, I just got to go purchase the bike. And the thing is, what I really want is the Vespa 300 GTS. But right now, I don't have, what is it, like $6,000? Those things are expensive. I don't know why European bikes are always expensive, but they are. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun no matter what you drive. If you drive a BMW, you drive a Porsche, you drive a hoopty, whatever you love, you do it because you love it. Don't just hate on somebody because they're not doing something that you want to do. And I love how people are like, why'd you spend $4,000 on that car? It's my money, dog. It's not yours. If it was your money, I can understand you complaining, but because I'm making the videos, I'm buying the car or the motorcycle or scooter, it shouldn't matter what I spend on it. It should just matter that you're watching my content. If you like it, you do. If you don't, you don't. But at the end of the day, there's no such thing as a real bike or a real car. As long as you're happy doing what you do, then continuously do what you do, because it don't matter if my buddy was riding a 50cc scooter all over England. If he was having fun of his life and he was enjoying what he was doing, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if he has a CBR 1000 RR, or he has a Suzuki Berkman, or he has a Honda Ruckus. It does not matter. All that matters is he's having a hell of a good time, and that's what it is. It's just having a good time and enjoying life. So with that being said, guys, I will talk to you guys next time. I'm here at the gym, and I'll see you clowns in the next one.